She was a working girl, north of England way. Now she's hit the big time in the USA. And if she could only hear me, this is what I'd say. Honey pie, you are making me crazy. I'm in love but I'm lazy, so won't you please come home? Oh, honey pie, the position is tragic. Come and show me the magic of your Hollywood song. You became a legend of the silver screen, and now the thought of meeting you makes me weak in the knees. T-T-T, oh honey pie, you would drive me frantic, sail across the Atlantic to be where you belong. Honey pie, oh yeah. I like this kind of hot kind of music, hot kind of music. Play it to me, play it to the Hollywood blues. Will the wind do a boat across the sea? And you sing it back to me. T-T-T, oh honey pie, you are making me crazy. I'm in love but I'm lazy, so won't you please come home? There we go. Well, what more can I say? The Beatles with Honey Pie, which was included, get my words out, included on the 1968 album, the White Album, or to give it its proper title, The Beatles, the big double album. And this was one of Paul McCartney's kind of homage songs to the 1930s, that kind of, what's his name now, the dancer, not Gene Kelly, his name eludes me, Fred Astaire, that's the man. So he was writing it with that kind of old kind of jazzy kind of 1930s feel to it, and he was really, it's a little bit like When I'm 64 and stuff like that, and you gave me the answer as well, which you did later on in the 70s. So it's that kind of 30s style. So this one's for you, Rob Bills, because Rob has been waiting for me to do this one for ages. So I hope you enjoy it. Now, we're in the original key that the song was recorded in. So first of all, I'm going to show you the chords that we're going to be using, of which there are many. So we're going to start off with a nice, easy G major chord. So your first finger goes on the 2nd fret, 3rd string, 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 1st string, and 3rd finger, 3rd fret, 2nd string. So a nice, easy G. We've also got E minor. So use your 1st finger on the 2nd fret, 1st string, 2nd finger, 3rd fret, 2nd string, and 3rd finger, 4th fret, 3rd string. We've then got the easiest chord known to all ukulele players, the A minor 7. Just nice open strings. Then we've got a C minor. So what you do is just use the tip of your 1st finger there, press down on the 3rd fret across the 3rd, 2nd and 1st strings. That's C minor. We've got an A minor, nice easy chord, 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 4th string. Then we've also got this little chord here, this chord, which is called an A minor add 9. So what you do is you've got your normal A minor chord there with your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret, 4th string, add your 3rd finger to the 2nd fret, 1st string, and that's an A minor add 9. Next up, we've got our D7 chord. So the way that I would play this, if you can, use your 1st finger on the 2nd fret across all the strings, 3rd finger, 3rd fret, 1st string. Then, if we slide it up onto the 3rd and 4th frets. So your first finger is now on the 3rd fret, and your 3rd finger is on the 4th fret, 1st string. This is the E flat 7 chord. So there's the D7, and there's the E flat 7. We've also got this chord, which is an E7. So use your 1st finger on the 1st fret, 4th string, 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 3rd string, and 3rd finger, 2nd fret, 1st string. We've also got this chord, which is called a B augmented suspended 2nd. It's actually a lot easier to play than it is to say. And it goes like this. It's a little bit like a G chord. The only difference is what you're doing is you're placing your 1st finger on the 1st fret, 3rd string, 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 1st string, 3rd finger, 3rd fret, 2nd string. So there you go. So that's a B augmented suspended 2nd. Next up, we've got a G7, like the G chord, only you turn it upside down. So you've got your 1st finger on the 1st fret, 2nd string, 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 3rd string, 3rd finger, 2nd fret, 1st string. So there's the G7. We've got, now there's a couple of ways to play this next chord. This is an F sharp. You can play it like this, a bar chord, which I know some of you find a little bit tricky, but I'll show you anyway. So this is one way of playing the F sharp. 1st finger across the 1st fret, 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 2nd string, 3rd finger, 3rd fret, 4th string. But what I'm doing now, because it's following a G chord in the song, so we kind of, you can, what you can do is just sort of move your fingers down from the G chord onto the 1st and 2nd fret. So your 1st finger would go on the 1st fret, 3rd string, 2nd finger, 1st fret, 1st string, 3rd finger, 2nd fret, 2nd string. If you can, just to make it into a proper F sharp chord, use your little finger on the 3rd fret, 4th string. If you can't do that, don't worry about it too much. What you can do is play the top, strum the top 3 strings like that. But if you don't have your little finger on the 3rd fret, 4th string, what happens is you get this kind of dissonance. So that note doesn't work really. So if you do want to play the F sharp without your little finger, just try and stroke the 3rd, 2nd and 1st strings like so. With your little finger, it should sound like that. So I believe that's all the chords that we need. So like I say, there's a good, probably a good 9 or 10 chords there. Next, we need to have a look at the strumming pattern. Now, there's a couple of ways you can strum this song. You can keep it really simple, as always, by doing downstrokes. Honey pie, you were making me crazy. I'm in love, but I'm late. So just simple downstrokes will be absolutely fine, because I do realise there's a lot of chord changes here. So especially if you're a beginner, you might want to just concentrate on getting those chord changes right first, and then concentrate on more of a kind of ebullient kind of strumming pattern. So this is what I kind of do. There's a couple. I do down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down. So I'll just use the first verse just to show you as an example. Honey pie, you're making me down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down. So that's one strumming pattern. Or the other one is a down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. I would probably favour the down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down. So as I say, a couple of strumming patterns there, but as I say, I would stick to simple downstrokes if you're learning the song, just to make it a little bit easier. It's a little bit like sort of rubbing your stomach and tapping your head. It's getting that coordination right. Okay, so the good news is, for the introduction, you just need to do one strum on each chord. So we're going to start off with the E minor, G, and then we're going to go to A7, which maybe I didn't mention this chord. That's first finger, first fret, third string. And now we're going to go to the A minor 7, open strings. Working girl. Now we go to the C minor, north of England, then to G, way. Now we're going to do 2 strums on the E minor. Now she's, and then 2 strums on A7, hit the. Now we're going to do 1 strum on the A minor, big, and then 1 strum on the A minor, add 9, so add your third finger to the 2nd fret, first string, time, and then take your third finger off and play another A minor. So you're going, now she's hit the big time. Like that, so A minor, add 9, A minor. Now she's hit the big time. And then we're going to go to the C minor now. In the US, and then 1 strum on the G. A7. And if she could only hear me. Now 1 strum on the D7. This is what I'd say. And then, just to kick off the main chorus, I do an up, down, down, down on the D7. And then we're into the main song. So, for the purpose of this tutorial, I'll just stick to downstrokes for the actual tutorial. So here we go on the G. Honey pie, you are making me. Now we go to E flat 7, crazy. Now to E7, I'm in love, but I'm A7, lazy. Now to D7, so won't you please come? G, home. E flat 7, D7, oh, and then to G, honey pie. My position is, now to E flat 7, tragic. E7, come and show me the A7 magic. D7 of your Hollywood. Now to G, song. So you do 4 strums on G, song. Now we go down to the F sharp. So 2 strums on the F sharp, and then 2 strums on the F. Now we go to the E minor. You became a. Now we go to the B augmented suspended 2nd. So don't forget, it's like a G, but you're just moving your first finger onto the 1st fret, 3rd string. You became a legend of the. Now to G7, silver screen. And now we're going to C. Thought of meeting you. E7 makes me weak in A minor, me. And then we're going to go to D7 and do 3 separate stabs on the D7. T, T, T. And what you can do there, just to make them a little bit more choppy, is every time you strum down, just kind of squeeze the chord with your fingers here, like this. I'll just get up slowly. So you're kind of giving that kind of muted sound. T, 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 oh. And then we're going to go back to the G. Honey pie, you were driving me. E flat 7, frantic. E7, sail across the at. A7, lantic. D7, to be where you be. And now to G, long. Then 2 strums on the E flat 7, 2 strums on the D7. Now we're into the solo. So I'll shout out the chords now for the solo. So we're going to do 8 strums, or 2 bars on the G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now 4 strums on the E flat 7. 4 strums on the E7. 4 strums on the A7. 4 strums on the D7. And then 4 strums on the G. 2 on E flat 7. 2 on D7. And then back to the G, 8 strums. Now to E flat 7, 4 strums. E7, A7, now to D7, and back to G. So 4 strums on G, 4 strums on F sharp, 2 strums on F sharp, sorry, and then 2 strums on F. Now back to E minor now. Will the wind let, and then B augmented suspended second, blew her bows, and then to G7, cross the sea. Now to C, kindly send her, E7, sailing back to A minor, me. And then 3 individual stabs on the D7, tick, 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 ah, and then back to G. Honey pie, you are making me, E flat 7, crazy. E7, I'm in love, but I'm A7, lazy. D7, so won't you please come, G, home. And then we do 2 strums on the E flat 7, 2 strums on the D7, and then finish on a G. And kind of block the strings with the palm of your hand, because there's no sustain at the end. It's ding, 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 boom. Right, okay, so I hope you found that not too difficult. I know it's a little bit of a tricky one, but a lot of these kind of jazz orientated songs are quite a little bit tricky with these little chords. So let's give it a go from the top, shall we? Don't forget, I'm putting the chords and lyrics in the description to the video. So if you just click on the description, you will find all the chords and lyrics right before your very eyes. If you want to take a screenshot of them, print them out, add them to your portfolio, please feel free to do so. Here we go then. Get ready with your E minor. She was a working girl. Now to C minor. North of England way. Now she's hit the big time in the USA. And if she could only hear me, this is what I'd say. Bum, 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 honey pie, you are making me crazy. I'm in love, but I'm lazy. So won't you please come home? Oh, honey pie, my position is tragic. Come and show me the magic of your Hollywood song. Boom, boom. You became a legend of the silver screen, and now the thought of meeting you makes me weak in the knees. T-T-T, oh honey pie, you are driving me frantic, sail across the Atlantic to be where you belong. Honey pie, oh yeah. G, E flat 7, E7, A7, D7, G, E flat 7, D7, G, E flat 7, E7, A7, D7, G, F sharp, F. Will the wind that blew her road across the sea kindly send her sailing back to me? T-T-T, oh honey pie, you are making me crazy. I'm in love, but I'm lazy. So won't you please come home? And that is it. So I hope you've enjoyed that tutorial for one of the Beatles' sort of lesser known songs, but for me, being a bit of a fanatic, it's one of my favourites. So if you've got any other song suggestions for me, as always, as Rob Bills did, I hope you're keeping well, Rob, leave me a message in the comment section and I will get a tutorial together for you as quickly as possible. Take care for now. Bye-bye.